I came here very early this morning, and the roads were very, very quiet. It was quite remarkable. Not a single soul. I saw one person riding a bicycle as I went through Mayor's Park. And I was nervous because perhaps I shouldn't be in the church today. Perhaps I should have recorded everything from home. But I felt that it was important to sing the Exalted here in our church. And yes, I know it's only a dress rehearsal that will be coming back in a few weeks' time, and we'll re-celebrate this morning. But it's been good watching the sun rise, hearing the birds, watching that beautiful light that begins to stream through that wonderful window. Perhaps when we come in a few weeks' time, we'll be able to celebrate a little bit later than we would have if it had been done this Easter morning, because it's important to have the sun coming through that window. In the name of God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen. I wonder whether for Mary and the woman as they went to the tomb, and for those disciples as they began to tread the road to Emmaus, I wonder if they had the same sort of experience, that incredibly quiet, unbusy, almost anticlimactic start to their new week. How brave of those women to go to the Garden of Gethsemane and to the tomb, knowing that they were doing it illegally. How terrifying for those persons traveling back to Emmaus. Isn't it funny how James and Peter and John and the disciples were all hiding, and yet the ladies went to do what they had to do to anoint the body. There was no expectation of a resurrection. Jesus was dead. And when they got to the tomb and they found the gravestone rolled away, how desperately sad they must have been to think that somebody had stolen even the body of the Lord. And when the two disciples came rushing back to the tomb, and they saw the empty tomb, and they went inside, Peter first, and then John, and they saw the grey clothes in one place, and the headband in another, the face cloth in another. How confused they must have been, as opposed to what they had when they went to Cornelius' house. The reading from Acts chapter 10 is a marvelous reading, because Peter has changed. He's changed from being that scaredy cat man stuck in a room somewhere for fear of the Jews. And he's proclaiming to everybody, Jesus is Lord. My prayer for you today is that Christ be raised in your life, despite the lockdown, despite the loneliness, despite the unnaturalness of this Easter, that Christ be raised from the dead in your life, that you would know his mighty power, that you would hear his words of love, and that you would know that you have no need to be afraid. The thing that we fear most is quite often the end of our lives. And God says we have no need to be afraid. He says to the woman, don't be afraid. My brothers and sisters, I hold that before you today. Don't be afraid. Jesus Christ has overcome death. Jesus Christ is Lord of life, and he holds in his hand fear and corruption, death and destruction, and he offers to us his life, his joy, his peace. Amen.